Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Diecast Battler channel, and here we are on another session of Open Sesame. And right now in front of me we have a Warhammer 40k starter set. As we've already known previously that for the 10th edition of 40k, Game Workshop has launched Leviathan set and then follow up with the introductory set, starter set, and the ultimate starter set. And this is the mid box set which give you the best value, and I will give you the reason why. The difference between the introductory, starter, and the ultimate is the introductory only give you a handful of models for each faction, which is the Tyranids and Space Marine. And while the starter set give you more vast and various models, the ultimate starter set give you the same as the starter set with the addition of scenery pieces and also Librarian Terminator for the Space Marine and the bark-bound models and units for the Tyranids. And this might be the best value because to have the ultimate starter set, it will cost you around 2 times of the cost of the starter set. And why this will give you the best value is because the model itself, which I will tell later. So right now I'm going to give you an overview of the box set. This is all the model that you will get from the box set, and you can see these pieces here. This is the Psychopage, which is a large unit on the 120mm base, and that's the main reason. And it's very rare to have such a large models on the starter set. I really get this very big cheap models, and this is a big added value for the starter set. So for the Space Marine, you will get Infernus Marines and of course Terminators. Beside the models, you will also get a handbook, 2 reference sheets, 10 dice, transfer sheet, 2 range rulers, and also 1 playing mat. So without any further delay, let's just unbox this and see what's inside this box. Now, just like every other boxes, you will get this cover sheet before you open the box. And in addition, this cover sheet also have other function, which is to have marker, paper marker, which you can cut and also fold to make a marker. And here we are. This is what you will get. Okay, this is a bonus steel ball. This is the dice and the bases, a pack of bases. Now you will get this a single sprue for the Terminator, a pair of sprue for the Tyranids. Yes, there will be a lot of Tyranids because you will get like 20 models for the Tyranids. I think this is for the Infernus Marine. And next, this is the Tyranid, which is Von Ryan Leapers. Okay, Von Ryan Leapers, and a sprue for the leader of both faction, which is the Tyranid Prime, and also captain using Terminator armor. You will get the both bases for both leader, and this is one single big oval bases for the Psychopage. This is quite simple, the unit. You only have a few components to be made, but you will get very big very big models, which is fascinating, I guess. A transfer sheet, a ruler, and also a battle mat. that's a lot from inside this box. And also you will get the reference sheet, which is for your reference for the battle profile of the unit, both from the both faction, and the handbook rule, a 64 page, which includes how to assemble the models, and a few lore, and also a profile for each unit, and a tutorial on how to play. Well, now I guess this is a lot of value you will get from just inside the starter set. So next we're going to assemble the model, and we're going to see how good looking each model is, and you can judge them later after we finish assembling them. Everything is finally done and set. Here you can see we have a total of 25 models for the Tyranids and 11 models for the Space Marine. Now let's take a closer look to each models from each faction. Let's start with the Space Marine. So Infernus Squad is the basic infantry unit for the Space Marine, which is comparable and equal to unit like Intercessor and Bloodguard Veteran. Infernus Squad had a signature of its weapon, which is a Fire Blaster. All of the models in the unit will have a Fire Blaster weapon. And maybe as you already know, this model is the primary Space Marines, which is a stronger version of the firstborn Space Marines. They undergo Rubicon primaries process, which convert them to stronger version of Space Marine. You can see that compared to the firstborn, they have a more higher stature, and also to identify and differentiate them from the firstborn, you can see from the helmet itself, which the ventilator on the face of the model is very much different from the firstborn one. And primary Space Marine will become the standard new Marine for the any upcoming Warhammer 40,000 box sets. You can see the reference sheet for the Infernus Space Marine. They have the standard 2 wound and a normal movement of 6 inch, and other than that they have a very light toughness, safe, also quite good. Now let's continue with the more heavy infantry unit, which is the Terminator. Sorry that I didn't assemble the head of this Terminator, because later I will need take time to paint the hollow part of this head. Terminator is always been a very famous and popular unit for the 40,000 Warhammer, and these box sets also deliver a very good looking Terminator. They have a better stature and a better model proportion between the limb of the model itself. The detail also looks more prominent and more detailed in every side. Here you can see the status parameter of Terminator. They have a lower movement speed, but have way higher wound and a better save, which make them tougher than the Infernus Squad. And for the weapon, they use mainly Storm Bolter. One of the unit have Assault Cannon, which is a 6 attack, but have a much better strength of 6 strength. And this is what I already told you. They also have a power versus weapon and a power weapon, which is the sword. And for the leader of the Space Marine, we have Captain in Terminator armor. It's a very huge model, because if you see, this model have a much bigger bases, a 60mm bases compared to the standard Terminator, which is only 42mm. And in around the armor itself, there is a lot of parchment and badges which decorate the armor. And the base itself, you will have a decoration of debris and a corpse of Tyranid under the feet of the captain. In the back and behind, you have a cape dangling from the booster part, which makes this model looks very honorable. And also this unique icon above the head part of the model. The weapon also much stronger than the Terminator armor, the standard unit. So the captain have a 5 movement, yes, a little bit slow, but and toughness is not particularly very high, but it have 6 wound and 2 plus save. That's a very good save parameter. And for the weapon, you have Storm Bolter, which doesn't seem to bring much damage, but the melee weapon, the relic weapon, have a 5 attack. That's very good, and with weapon skill of 2 plus, and also ended with a total damage of 2, which makes a possibility of 10 damage at the most. And last but not least, we also have a teleportation beacon or Homer, which more of auxiliary, depend on the skill that being used by the unit Terminator. So now let's continue with the other side, the Tyranid. Let's start with the biggest one. This is the most interesting model for these box sets, the Psychopage. This is a very huge model because it will use large spaces, the 120mm bases. And sorry, I didn't assemble this because later I will paint this unit, and it might be a little bit difficult to reach the inner part of the model, so I just let this disassembly and assemble it maybe later. So the Psychopage is a piece which I think it's resembling very much to a spider, except that it has this bulk posterior part of the body, and there's several fumes that come out from the funnel of the upper part of the body. And if you take a closer look from the front part, this piece had a very huge mouth with various tentacles and also small sharp teeth, which makes this model looks very menacing. So as a piece model, Psychopage has 10 wound and 3 plus save. That's a normal thing for beast type unit. And what's most interesting is this unit have a very good maneuverability with 8-inch movement, and for the weapon itself is not quite powerful, but still the melee weapon had a potential to deliver a large number of blow, although it will be randomized by d6 dice. And next there is a light infantry unit for the Tyranids, which is the Termagant. I think Termagant for this that coming from the 10th edition has a lot of improvement compared to any previous model. I remember that I have the model from the 7 maybe or 6th edition, and it looks very much plain, and now you get this model which has a lot of curvature and intricate detail on the body itself. This will be a lot of paint job, especially on you can see the small part and also the extruding hand. It will be a challenge to be painted. Termagant, the detail of the Termagant is never cease to amaze me, and you can get from this book a total of 20 Termagant. That's a lot. And if you compare to the Infernus Squad, you could see that they are not literally smaller. Their size is almost comparable to the Infernus Squad. So if you see like the Egg of Sigmar Dominion, the smaller unit you get is the Hope Growth. They are very small compared to the Stormcast Vindictor, but for this you get the light infantry very much quite great in size. Now, as a light infantry with large number, I could clearly understood that Termagant will have 1 wound and lower save value, which is in this term is 5 plus. They have a standard movement 6 inch and lower toughness. And if you saw it here, there's a Reaper Swarm. Okay, Reaper Swarm is this small worm-like figure, which role is more like a cannon fodder to provide protection for the Termagant against any first incoming damage. And for the heavy infantry units, we have Von Ryan's Leaper. This is very much have a similar physiology to Termagant because they have 2 feet and 4 arms protruding from their body. But Von Ryan's Leaper might be more bigger in stature compared to Termagant, and also much bigger claw and talons that coming up from their hands. This is a very big talent. If you see that the joint of their arm then you could expect that this could extend very much far from their body. The design of this model with all the biomechanic aspect of the body itself always remember me with the alien from Alien movie, which is very taking similar to the design from the HR Giger. Von Ryan Sleeper surprisingly have a very good movement of 10-inch, and similar to any heavy infantry, they have 3 wound, also only a standard save and standard toughness. The attack itself is quite powerful because they have like 6 attack with a weapon skill of 3+ and strength of 6. That's above the average of a weapon from any unit. And finally, we've reached the main leader of the Tyranids. It is the Tyranid Prime, which have very similar stature to the Von Ryan's Sleeper, except that for the lower pair of arms, instead of a talon and scythe, it is replaced by a wings, and also there's a horn coming up from the head part and from the back side. So Tyranid Prime has a very good movement of 12 inch, although surprising it doesn't have much wound compared to the captain of the Space Marine, and the save is also wasn't very much high, only 4+, and you could see that the melee weapon is also only 6 attack also, although the weapon skill is very much good with 2+. I think that's all I can show you for this video, and I hope you enjoy my video, and we will meet again on any further video, whether it's open Sesame or best the brush, which show you the painting process of the models. And I hope you've been enjoying my video, and always follow any updates on the Warhammer, whether it's 40,000 or Age of Sigmar. And remember that we are expecting the Scavenged Age of Sigmar will be coming soon on the July, and I will, if I get chance to get the 4th edition Scavenged box, we will do unboxing and show you further about the model of the inside the box itself. So see you, and I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you.